look, I like power slapping. I like slap fight in that I find it extremely funny. And it's very early days for power slapping and slap fighting. So there is quite a lot to enjoy. There are two main federations or promotions, as far as I can see. Slap fight, which is less. Let's put it this way: they fight over a barrel, and power slap, which is Dana White's promotion, and it's glitzier. This is brought to you by a certain energy drink. This is brought to you by crypto, that kind of thing, you know. And they have not a barrel that they fight, but they fight either side of, but a podium which comes up out of the floor. And this is Power Slap 13. So they've been doing it for a while. They also have a Road to the Glory type series, that kind of thing. And Power Slap 13, I cannot imagine, went the way they wanted it to. So we've got some pre-fights. So we start with Nurmagomedov versus Jones, and Michael Bisping, the Count, is on commentary. I really do like his commentary, but he's learnt a new word. I think he used it 3 times, and it's egregious. Now, I use that a lot, but I've been using it for years. I didn't just... But anyway, it's great that he's using it. It's lovely. And there's a DQ to start, some afters. I think it's... Was it? Yeah. Nurmagomedov, his shot really explodes on Jones, puts him down, and it's over. It's done. But then it's called a club, so he loses. So they take it away from him. And no wonder there were a few afters. Then you've got Sykman versus Pono Pau. And Sykman's knocked Pono Pau out before, but Sykman's lost a lot of weight. And consequently, his neck's a bit thinner. And with power slap, folks, you need a thick neck to make sure that your head doesn't wobble around like a ping pong ball on the end of a string. That sort of thing, you know. They are in their weight class 4 versus 5. And with the first shot, you got Pono Pau knocking Sykman over immediately. And Bisping saying, he's a sadist, because he flinched. So he's got to take another shot. He does, puts him down again. Very wobbly. We're done. We have only had probably, I think, it's a 3-hour show, this. And I think we've only had, we've had 3 rounds, haven't we? And I think it was about 40 minutes in, because you've got a lot of chat and all of that, and that's very important. Then Emmanuel Muniz is facing Christopher Thomas. Muniz drops Thomas immediately with a slap, and he's up at 8. But Christopher Thomas then does his shot. It's a club, which means that the fat part of the hand, I'm not a scientist, the fat part of the hand hits first, and not only is it called a club, so you lose a point, but he's also damaged his wrist, and he can't continue. There are boos at this point, folks. It's not going all that well. Next, we've got Anthony Blackburn, who says afterwards that he felt he had a crisis of confidence. But you wouldn't know that from the gurning he's doing. Come on! That sort of thing. Not exactly like that. But he's facing Azael Rodriguez. It's for the welterweight belt, currently around the waist of Anthony Blackburn. And early on, you get Blackburn slapping him. That's the first round. And no problem for Rodriguez. And Blackburn kind of baiting him. It doesn't look great in doing that, because it looks like, yeah, you're a poor loser. You know. In the second round, Blackburn is upset when Rodriguez takes his shot. It looked like a club. It wasn't. And then Blackburn looks upset because Rodriguez got a shot in got a slap in. Just looks upset, you know. They go through to the third round, and Rodriguez takes Blackburn's shot. Rodriguez then gives his shot. It's possibly a club. But then in the fourth round, he does go, and that's it. I thought his head hit the podium. He was really celebrating at Blackburn, and then he did that, I had a crisis of confidence, but, I'm here and I'm kept the belt. And I'm 6-0-1. You can't get better than that. Well, you can. You can just be 6-0 without the 1, which is a draw, isn't it? So, or is it disqualification? But you could be just 6-0, and that might be better. I'm just saying. Okay, on to the main event. I think this is the main event, or was that? Anyway, you've got Wolverine versus Russell Rivero for the light heavyweight belt. And it does go to the 3rd round. Wolverine had retired and then found that he needed to make money for his wife and kids, and he's back. So he takes the first tough slap. Rivero takes another big one from Wolverine, and then 2nd round, Wolverine eats another. It's a good slap. It's a very good slap. Rivero tends to lean into the next shot, and it is a flinch so that Wolverine will get another shot. They are then looking at Wolverine's hand. He won't show it to the doctor. He's like that. There is another shot, and it seems as though Rivero leaned in. They say he didn't. And then Wolverine is bothered by the next shot. He stumbles. It's a club. The doctor comes out, looks at Wolverine, who looks to be buzzed, and says, "I'd rather you not get hit." Bisping uses the word egregious again, which is probably the highlight of this. There are boos. They're only allowed 2 minutes to get their senses back and go back in. And it's over 2 minutes. They're allowing him lots of time to make a decision. It's nonsense. He can't continue. He takes the count out, DQ or whatever it is. He keeps the belt, and he's a bit subdued when talking after. But really, the fans don't like it. And I'm not surprised, really. So it's not his hand. It's that he got buzzed and they don't want him to take any more damage, which is understandable. But the fans won't like that. And your main event is Dumpling. Of course, he's Russian, and he's a natural power slapper. He's huge. It's the super heavyweight versus the Hawaiian Hitman and his brother, the crazy Hawaiian, who's lost a lot of weight, and he's there to support, and is coming back from an injury, I think, as well. Has tried to beat Dumpling, and Dumpling is the champion and the one they are placing the franchise super heavyweight belt on. I say that because, as I said earlier, it might not have gone the way they wanted it to. So, Dumpling slaps first. He is, and I've seen him slap before, a powerful man. But not tonight. It's a soft slap, which the Hawaiian Hitman eats. The Hawaiian Hitman, soft slap, which Dumpling eats. Second, Dumpling, so soft. Not a great slap. Dumpling thinks that the Hawaiian Hitman's shot is too high. He's not happy, and this starts some kind of situation for Dumpling. So the third is a better slap. It's not a massive slap. There is a clubbing call for the Hawaiian Hitman, so he's got a point off, and it's a close fight, this. As Bisping tells us, it will be a lot closer without the point deduction. Yeah, I mean, I'm no mathematician, but we're going into the 4th round, which shows 2 quite poor shots. The Hawaiian Hitman switches hands, and it looked like it hit him high. Dumpling's unhappy again. His shots are so poor throughout this. For a man who's supposed to be the franchise, it's not great. He's unhappy with the Hawaiian shot, and we get a majority result, which is 2 points, even, for the Hawaiian Hitman, who must have won 3 rounds because he's got a point off. I think it should have been a draw. They were both equally poor. Then they talk to the Hawaiian Hitman. You did really well. His brother takes over. This is all for my mum who's over there. So he doesn't allow him any time to really celebrate here. Dumpling then is discussed is chatted to through an interpreter. Says, I want a match. I want a rematch. I want a rematch now. He never hit me clean. The crowd are a bit quiet, and suddenly the person who's talking to him might have had something in her ear. She just leaves him. Maybe because he didn't provide the kind of interview they wanted. It wasn't good, folks. The action was short. It had an awful lot of issues to it. And that can happen, can't it, on these kind of events? But it just makes Power Slap look like, or slap fighting in general, look like, well, it's early days and these things could happen. So get there now while it's still the early days, because these things aren't half entertaining. Ta-ta.